Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we have a different kind of video for you.
Yep.
We are about to take you grocery shopping.
Sort
Well, not
of.
shopping.
Yeah, sort of.
Grocery picking upping.
Yeah. We tried the Walmart grocery app and we ordered our products and we set a time and we're going to go pick it up.
Yeah, I have so many questions. John did this without me, so I wasn't really there. I've looked at the app before and I have kind of tinkered with it, but I have several questions about how it works and whatever that I don't know if you know the answers to. Or
Proceed, ask away.
Or maybe we can find them on, I'm sure there's a frequently asked questions section. Okay, so the first question I have is, how does it work?
So you have to have an account, and which we did already. Signed into the
Walmart
account.
grocery app is different than the Walmart.
Yeah, but it's the
app.
same sign-in.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there's two different apps.
Right. So, it was pretty easy. You just go in and search for what you want, and all the products come right up, and you select it to add, and then you can put in the quantity that you want, and it's up there. It tells you the total, how many items.
Now, how did the time frame work? It gives you a window or a couple of options, or
Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is everywhere or just here, but we have a pickup, and you can also have it delivered to your house. And then when you choose whatever option it is, you pick which day, and then it will give you time slots that are available. And if you pick it a time slot on the same day that you're ordering it, it will tell you when you have to order it by.
and you
So-
need more notice, obviously, if it's the same day. It's harder to get.
Yeah.
When I was on and playing with it, this was a long time ago. We started talking about doing this video months and months and months ago. I downloaded the app. I was playing with it a couple of days just to see how it worked and everything. And I could not, on either of the days that I went in, I could not do same day pickup.
Yeah, I think it probably depends on how busy they are.
What day of the week it was, because I
Yeah.
feel like I was trying to order it for a Friday, and this is not a Friday.
Right.
This is what day is it?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you just order it and then you have to pay then, but I don't know if they just reserve it or what. We'll let you know. This is our first time using the app, but it did say, I got an email that let me know that there were substitutions, and they can substitute items, and they let you know. So I had
And you can say no to the substitution, right?
Yeah, you can say no to the substitution when you go to pick it up. So you can say, no, I don't want that, and then they'll fix it.
What do they do if they're out of a brand, substitute another brand?
I think so.
And I wonder how they default. Like, if you order canned corn and you want whatever brand,
Right.
I assume their substitute is always going to be great value.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm just wondering, like, if you order a particular brand, are they going to try to trade you up, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was something in the app when I had ordered that kind of made me think that they would either keep the same value or more.
Got it.
If it was less, they will charge you less.
Gotcha.
Is one of the things I ordered. Well, one of the reasons that we're doing this way is also to show you that there's another option to going inside the grocery store. With this coronavirus scare, going to the grocery store is probably one of the biggest places that you'll run into other people. And if things get worse, this is an option to order your groceries online and go pick them up or have them delivered to your house. So that way you're only dealing with one person.
Well, also, it did start because of the coronavirus, but we started talking about there's a million other applications. What if you're just sick? What if you have bronchitis and don't want to go to the store?
Right.
Or what if you don't have time? What if you're elderly and it's slippery out? What if,
Or, yeah,
you know,
there's a
a
million
million
different
reasons.
reasons.
You have little kids and you don't want to take them around the store
Right.
or
Right.
whatever.
There's a million different reasons, and you know that this coronavirus isn't the only reason why you would want to do something like this. But that's one of the reasons why we want to try it out for you guys today, is just to see how it works, let you know how it works. We are ordering some things, or we did order some things to stock up.
Right. And we're going to talk about that more later in this video. We're going to show you what we have on hand in our fridge and our pantry. And is it the CDC that says you should have 30 days?
Yeah, they suggest like a month.
A month's supply. So forget about the coronavirus. What if you're just sick, or you slip and fall, or can't get out, or whatever? It's not just how you get your groceries. The flip side that we want to talk about is how prepared you are for something.
Right.
You know, or you don't get a paycheck unexpectedly, or whatever
right.
it is.
You never
Whatever
know
it
what's
is.
going to happen. And that, like you said, that could be anything. Mm-hmm. In this case, with this coronavirus in China, when it first came to light that there was this virus out there, from the first cases, it was 23 days, and that city was in lockdown and was quarantined. So it can happen quickly. So it's always a good idea to just have a few things on hand to make sure that you and your family are taken care of.
Right. And we don't want to start a whole political thing with this video. We're not trying to be extremists. It just precipitated a conversation between us, and we thought we could do that same thing with you guys. How prepared are you for whatever?
Yeah.
It could be, I mean, we just had the tornadoes in Nashville hit, or what if your power was out, or you had car problems and couldn't get out for, let's not even say 30 days. Are you prepared to go a week? Could you go 2 weeks? We couldn't.
Right.
So that's where we're trying to get to, is be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah. And this was my idea, and one of the reasons for it is it was kind of scary seeing how this virus is spreading around the world, and Laura has asthma, and you know,
Pretty
I would
scary
worry.
asthma too.
Yeah, and it makes me worried that this is a respiratory illness and everything, and so if we had to stay here, we could.
And not even just corona, like whenever it's flu season,
Yeah.
or
Right.
bronchitis, all that stuff could take me out. So the next thing is they're supposed to send a text or an email telling us it's completed, right?
Right. I did get the email about the substitutions. There was one item that they didn't have, and so they just refunded that money or didn't charge us for it.
Okay.
And then there was like another one that I had ordered, like a big bag of rice, and they didn't have the big bag, so they just gave like 4 smaller ones.
Okay.
And charged the same thing.
So I don't want to. I have a question that's over here, but I also want to get to the end. So I'll just ask my question. How does it work with like produce and meat and things like that? Like we want steaks or we want chicken. How do they know what to charge you?
I don't know that. We didn't order any of that stuff. We did order some ground beef, and that's easy because it's by by weight like that. But yeah, when you go to order steaks or something, it's different. You want to choose what you want, or produce. And I have no idea how that works.
When we were just at Walmart not long ago, I saw them pushing around the carts, and I saw a shopper, and I was encouraged because she was getting, I want to say tomatoes, and she was really looking them over, which kudos to Walmart for that, or this particular shopper for that. But if something is by weight, I think that most produce now is a lemon is this, not so much per pound, right?
Yeah,
some of it is still weight. So I want to know how that works. We'll try to figure it out. If we figure it out, we'll put it in the description box. Or if you know, definitely leave it down in the comments. And so there was that question. My next thing is, so they send us a message that says it's ready. Did they give you instructions as far as what to do after that?
You're supposed to just park in the designated area and wait. and they'll come out and they'll bring it out and they'll.
You don't have to tell them we're here. You
Um,
don't go in and tell them.
We'll clarify this for you and then put it in the video later on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Cool.
know.
All right.
We'll figure it out for you guys and let you know.
Yeah. So let's go get our groceries.
Let's go.
All right. So we're waiting. They have all these reserved spots here for pickup. And then there's a designated spot in the store that says pickup. So we don't know how long we'll wait. It's now 6:11. We had to check in on our way here. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, so yeah, we are waiting now. We did film a little bit over there. There's a guy that's loading up somebody else's stuff. And so as soon as we got done filming in the house, I noticed there was a text message on my phone and it said your order is ready. And you can check in on your way so they can start getting things. And then it, when you check in, when you're on your way, it pulls up a map and says like how long you're going to be there. And
so there's no fudging it. If you say you're on the way,
yeah,
you have to be on the way.
right. But it gives them an ETA, I guess, about how long it's going to take. Mm-hmm. And so far it's been pretty cool.
It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 other cars here in various stages of picking up.
Right.
So we'll see how long it takes.
Yep. We'll let you know what happens.
Okay, so here is a typical shot of what our refrigerator looks like, I would say. A little cleaner maybe than most of the time. So our staples are grated Parmesan and garlic. We don't use a ton of condiments in our house, but we have some on hand. Salad dressing, maple syrup, butter and cream cheese, sauces, and some dairy products right there. And then up here, salsas, olives, pickles, applesauce. This is usually where drinks are. We're out of John's Pop now. And then we have like sour cream and butter and some dip and spreadable cream cheese, things like that. We've got some other feta and stuff over here and hummus for a meal we're going to make. We, in the vegetable keeper, generally have, I don't know, a cucumber or two, some onions, like a few, salad fixings. This drawer is usually bottles of things to take on the go. Down in this drawer, some tortillas and some cheese, some meat, hot dogs. We've got pepperoni in there. So, and then I'll show you. Shut up, fridge. Down here. Oh my gosh. Down here we have some veggies. We have a couple loaves of bread. A little bit of ice cream. We try to save like turkey carcasses and stuff for me to make soup out of. We've got a little bit of chicken down there.
And then the meat in the bottom is what we just got from the haul.
Which was ground beef. And then some more veggies and stuff over here. All right, so our pantry has this kind of funny mechanism in it in the middle, so it's kind of hard to see. But on a typical day, we don't use a ton of canned ingredients. We really don't. Mostly, if it's canned, it's tomatoes or rotel. We use some canned soups, but not a lot of this kind of stuff. Breadcrumbs, we do use pasta. Salsa, refried beans, a few things like that on hand, but this is pretty much what our pantry looks like all the time. We always have some sort of Jell-O. We both like Jell-O. Just a few extra things. And then those mashed potatoes are a must. We don't usually use them for mashed potatoes, but I use that as a soup thickener, if you did not know that. Some extra condiments, some rice, I don't know. A few canned things for potatoes in the bottom, some ramen, So how long could we live off of this? I don't know. Oh, and then up here, this, is a horrible mess.
Our
But
snack hole.
yeah, but if you've watched our videos, you know that's kind of
Yeah, that's
our
a
down.
hazard of our YouTube channel.
Right. So now, um, we can show you. Here's our haul. Do you want to show what we got?
Yeah, we got packets of dried beans,
Those.
small red beans, and then the Great Northern beans. 4 bags of rice, tomato sauce, canned chicken, pasta, 5 boxes of that. We've got flour, and then of course with the flour you have to get some yeast so we can make bread or pizza dough or pasta. Well, we're not going to use yeast with pasta, but yeah, that's what all the flour's for.
All right, so we're back with our groceries.
Back.
So we'll talk about how it went at Walmart. We are going to insert footage of our pantry and our fridge, so you've already seen that. How long, I wonder, could we live on? I don't mean live like actually live before we die, but how many meals could we come up with from what we have on hand? And, if there were a disaster, of course you go into survivalist mode and then you're not using all kinds of, extras. But
Right.
you can live on beans and rice and that kind of thing. And,
Yeah.
I want to say at any given time, we can come up with at least 2 or 3 meals
Yeah.
at any given time.
I'm sure we could go a couple of weeks at least. I mean, it wouldn't be the best food. It wouldn't be stuff that, we would be too happy about. But I think we could do it for sure.
We always have a lot of eggs on hand. We didn't show them to you in our fridge because we just bought some, but we always have eggs, and we always have tortillas, and we always have rice, and we, not normally as much rice as we have now.
Right.
But we challenged ourselves, let's say, maybe a year or 2 ago.
Oh, yeah.
And what was our rule? Can we get by on
I think it was like $20 a week or something
20 bucks
like that.
a week?
And
yeah.
that was just using stuff that we already had and planning meals around what we already had, like in the freezer or in our pantry.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would go to the store and we only had to buy a few things, if that.
Right. And I feel like most people are in that same situation. Like there's a lot of food in there. It's not maybe just food that we want to eat at that moment. So if we were in survivalist mode, I think we'd be okay. But we definitely did not have a lot of pantry staple items.
Right.
Some tomatoes we always have on hand, and a few things, but not as much as we wanted to have. So
Right. It's I tried to pick some things that were shelf stable and would keep for a while. Yet if we needed them for an emergency, we could have them, like the dried beans, the rice, any of the canned things, and the pasta, and like pretty much everything could last for a while. But none of the stuff that we got was like going crazy or buying stuff that we're just going to keep forever and not use. This is stuff that we're going to have to use and we'll replace, or we won't.
Right. Well, we like to make our own sauces. We like to make our own soups. So those beans and the rice, all of that is good for soups and for casseroles.
Yeah.
So is the pasta.
Yeah.
And it feels good to have some of that on hand. There's nothing worse. Forget about Corona and forget about whatever else may happen in life. Sometimes just going to the grocery store doesn't sound like fun.
Right.
And it's nice to have some emergency backup, like let's just have spaghetti or whatever for dinner. So, okay, so let's talk about our experience.
Okay.
The guy that came to unload our stuff, I think we only had to wait about 10 minutes.
Yeah, as I think you had mentioned that we got there at like 6:11, and I don't know, it's probably less than 10 minutes or about 10 minutes.
Okay. And they were busy. There was other things going on. I asked him if it was a busy night. He said it was not. He said 10 or 15 minutes is pretty normal for wait time on an average night. And I guess it depends on when you check in too.
Right.
But
and on that note, the app will tell you if it's a less busy time.
yeah. So he said Fridays and Saturdays, or we live in the Midwest, so it gets snowy here. He said when weather is going to be really bad, it's crazy. So anyway, he was very nice. He unloaded everything and right into the vehicle. They do not accept tips. We found that out on the way there. We thought about that. Oh, should we give him a tip? We tried to. He said no, but he said we could go and fill out a survey and tell them that he did a good job. And I was a retail manager for a very long time, and those things really do matter. They count on people's performance evaluations. And so on that note, I mean, that's going down a different path, but it is important, and I am going to make sure that I do that.
Yeah.
So overall, it was no more expensive to do that.
Yeah, it was free to pick it up. They had the people go do the shopping. If you did choose the delivery option, it was $7.50 for a delivery fee, or it was free. I'm sure
Depending on how much you spent, probably.
I don't know. It said in the app, would you like this free? There would be more details at checkout, but we weren't getting the delivery today, so I never got the details. I did notice on the way to the store, I looked at the app and it said that you can have like a month of free deliveries, and I'm sure there's some sort of offer or something for that.
But that's nice if you can't get out, or you have a new baby, or you're
sometimes $7.50 is worth it.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's say there's nothing wrong with you. You just are really busy or want to be lazy, or
whatever.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying you want to be lazy and don't want to go to Walmart. Sometimes the idea of that after a long work week is like the last thing in the world you want to do.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. I definitely think we're going to use it more often. Sometimes we want to go and look around, especially for the channel. We want to know what's new and whatever. So sometimes we want to go up and down the aisles a little bit. But if we're just going for milk and bread and whatever, who cares? Like, get in and out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was very convenient, I thought.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments if you have used Walmart grocery pickup before, or if you have a local grocery store that does that. I know we have a couple local places where you can do that as well. We'll probably have to check that out too. Overall, we had a good experience. If you don't follow us on Instagram, over there we're Love and Junk with no D, so it's LOVEANJUNK.
That's right.
Is there anything you want to add? It was your
we
idea.
also got TP. Make sure you have plenty of TP.
Yeah. Not just for doomsday. Not for scheduled doomsday, just for in case you're trying Indian food on your channel, let's say. Just for example, that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Anyway, so now if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we do all kinds of things. This is out of the norm of what we normally do. Normally we're sitting here eating something.
Right.
But we wanted to try this. It is food related.
It is.
So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and make sure you hit the little bell, ding, so you can be notified when a new video does go up. Now, if you like saving time,
Oh, I do.
or being able to avoid people,
Or not have to walk all over the store.
yeah, that, or what else? I don't know.
Catching the flu.
Yeah, if you like avoiding catching the flu. Gosh, sometimes a good trip to Walmart will just take me from a really good mood to a really bad mood in a hurry.
Right.
So people-y out there some days.
It
Anyway,
is.
if you like all of that stuff, give this video a big thumbs up. And that's all we have for today.
That's it, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.